These are the top 5 most expensive cars in Forza Horizon 5 as of 2025, a pretty crazy list, and you guys let me know in the comments how many of these you have, because I have a feeling if you've been playing for Forza for a little bit, you might have quite a few of them, if not all. Let's go on and get started. Now these will be based of course on the values these cars have on the auto show or the car collection area, because this will greatly outweigh the 20 million credit maximum on the auction house, which would circulate pretty much hundreds of rare cars that often go for those kind of prices, or at least can be sold for those prices. So first up on the list, releases number 5, the 5th most expensive car in the game, is of course going to be the Jaguar D-Type 1956. Now this car is quite interesting because it's not only an old exclusive car, it's also one of the quickest in the game. In fact, this car actually has a little history lesson if you've been playing Forza for a while, was I believe the quickest car in Forza Horizon 3. That actually is a fact. 22 million credits for this car. You guys can in fact find these in the auction house for just a few million credits, so it's quite easy to be able to get these cars at a very solid discount, but it is of course notable to see how much these really go for when directly on the auto show or via the car collection area. So that one's going to be number 5 on this list. Now there are a bunch of these that have similar prices. I was going to make it top 10, but a lot of these are very similar, 18, 20. The real emotional movement between these prices really comes in the top 4. Next up on the list, of course, is going to be the Aston Martin DBR1 1958. This car is very, very significant based off the fact that, of course, has a very, very high price tag, and most people wouldn't really know this car. It's a bit of a sleeper. It's ranked legendary at 22.5 million credits. Many people might have got these by complete coincidence via a super wheel spin or a regular wheel spin, but nowadays you can find these quite cheaply over, of course, the auction house. Generally, the one free passes, or now the fact that you can get those free passes in the for the car collection quite easily by buying them with real money. There are a lot more of these cars in circulation. It's saturated the auction house quite a lot, so these often are very, very cheap to find nowadays. But if you are trying to buy them on the car collection just for the sport, 22.5 M's, pretty big price tag to set you back on that. Now number 3 on this list, of course, is going to be the Shelby Cobra Daytona. This car is very iconic. It's cool. It's its own regard, and you guys can see I've got quite a few of these cars, all of them, all the rare ones, of course. This one's going to be 30 million credits, the 3rd most expensive in the game, and from here the prices just go crazy, and wait till the last car, it'll blow your mind as the price these ones go for. Now you guys can see I've got virtually every single car in the game, 889 out of 891, just missing the a couple of new ones in Series 43, a billion super wheel spins and more. And if you guys want to get all the rare cars, millions of super wheel spins, millions of credits and more, be sure to go on and check out my channel, learn more. You guys will find out exactly how we're doing it, instant delivery, etc., straight to your profile. Now the second car on this list, or the second most expensive car, is of course going to be the Ferrari 250 GTO 1962. This car is also very, very expensive, of course, significantly more than that 30 million price tag, as this car is going to set you back a whopping 50 million credits. It's not like the other cars where you can simply find this on the car collection and purchase it at your discretion. This is actually a barn find car, so it's 50 million credits in terms of its value, but it's not like you can buy this. For instance, if you went to the car collection and you tried to purchase this, it's a price tag attached to give it a kind of value to show its sentiment, given the fact that it's a barn find, but it's not really due to the fact that you could just purchase it straight off the shop. And just quickly, most of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to help us hit 150k and stay up to date with the best Forza glitches, content, news and more, be sure to tap that button. It really helps out a lot. You guys can see there's no option to purchase it. I can get the 250 California instantly for a little 18 million. 250 GTO not quite available, so that barn find is going to be the easiest way to get it, but if not, the auction house is always a secondary option. Number 1, the most expensive car in the game, which actually has not been around since the game was first released. It was actually released a fair bit later, and by far the most expensive car in all Forza game history is of course going to be the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR 1955, and you guys can see I've got 2 of them. I mean, they're pretty easy to get at this point based on the auction house. They're a fair bit cheaper, or even if you've got your free number 1 car pass, very good value to be able to buy this car. It's more of a flex, to be honest. It increases your garage value and your overall stats pretty significantly. Pretty crazy car to have in the collection, and of course one you pretty much got to have if you want to stunt in your lobby. So number 1 car on the list, 143 million credits. Like I said, let me know exactly how many of these cars you guys have in your collection down below. Like and subscribe for more, and be sure to check out my channel, learn more, and like and subscribe for future videos.